Has a lot of features to it, as you can see here on the screen. It does, as you can see there, auto, cold, dry, and fan and heat. So it has a heat pump built into this as well. This is very, very cool how you can just kind of set that. The fan speed, I show you that, let you hear this. Very powerful as far as the fan goes and stuff. You can turn that. There's low, medium, there we go, and then high. That kicks out a lot of air. I'm sure you can hear that blowing in the thing. That kicks out a lot of air. So it moves a lot of air, and you know, I haven't really used this smart app. I'm not all into that, but when they give you a controller like this to use it, it's like, wow, this is so cool. I can easily excuse me, set my temperature there, and it will do that. Today's a 90-degree day outside, and I'll just turn this off for a second. It's a 90-degree day outside, and I have this here in my dining room, and it cools down my dining room, my living room, and my kitchen area. So it does more than the 550 feet. And I have it about 65 degrees in my house on a 90-degree day in PA. What I like about it, though, and one of the features that kind of, you know, got me, is the idea, because in Pennsylvania you can go from hot to cold real quick. And just to have the heat pump, have it already set up in the windows and things like that, makes it very convenient for that. So just want to show it to you, have you take a look at it there. And the remote is just one of the, I never seen a remote that has your own little LCD screen up there. Battery life indicator, all your things and features you can do from here. So like I said, I haven't tried it on my phone. I'm sure it's probably like the same thing, but I'd rather just, you know, use a remote. So yeah, it works really good, easy to install, easy to set up, and simple features, touch button up here, and everything worked great.
My floor standing AC unit itself is pretty solid. The main issues I have and what I'll focus on is my problems with the exhaust duct and the window hardware. Exhaust duct I think should be longer. I don't think a basement install is uncommon, and basement windows tend to be higher up, as are mine. So this is pretty much stretched to its limit, and that also applies a bit of pressure on all these clips here, and these clips are entirely too small for the task at hand. If I even move this slightly, they will pop out. So there you go. So this happens anytime I manipulate the unit and I move it around. It just pops right out, and getting it back in is a headache. And there's 4 of these clips, and you see how small they are. This is also very flimsy. And there's also, since I'm using the vertical adapter to turn this for the vertical window, there's another set of clips in the adapter which also have a tendency to pop out. So that's one big issue. On top of that, with this vertical adapter, your window can't have any sort of thickness around it, because this won't fit. And so I had to stick a piece of wood in here to bring it out so that it would fit. It's a bit hacky solution, and it's not very solid as a result. I don't like that, but it does work that way. So something to keep in mind. I think this could have been a lot better engineered. Otherwise, the unit itself is great. So take that as you will.
Okay, here's the Midea or whatever on low and cool. There's the fan on the medium. And here's the fan on high, which isn't too bad. That's auto. I'll put it back on low. And then I'll take a look at fitting it to a screen door, a sliding glass door. I used a piece of 1/4 inch poplar and just fit it into the vent piece there and screwed it in. and then put foam around the edges because my carpentry isn't the best in the world and mistakes were made. Use an open cell foam because it compresses better. I actually used closed cell, which was a mistake, and it doesn't compress very well. Anyway, I'm happy with the air conditioner. Pretty quiet, works pretty good.
So right now, we're not getting the error message that says P1 right here. We're not getting that. But I think that's because I'm draining the water, as you see here, through this little tube at the same time while I have the air conditioner on. Now I did this like how the manual said, and I put this cap back on right here, put the cap back on, and I got that error message again. But now that I'm doing this, draining the water while the air conditioner is cooling the living room, I'm not getting that message. So, you know, take that information from it what you will. I feel like the AC is all right. I would have gave it a higher rating if it was energy efficient and it wasn't so much high maintenance with it, because I definitely feel like this is a high maintenance machine with me having to drain water like this and constantly clean the filter. So there you have it. Peace.
Okay, so there is a bit of a delay in the remote. So if you watch the display on the remote and the display on the air conditioner as I change the temperature. So I don't know, is that a half second? It's not instantaneous. But this works pretty well for my small room that I estimate to be 12 by 12. It's not too loud, you know, it's okay. This is how I have it set up in my window. Oh, you can't really see, but there's the foam. That foam above there came with it, and I used it. I just permanently installed it in my window. So anyway, it's all right. I can't return it for something better because I bought it last year at the end of the heat wave. I prefer my Penguino that I bought from a big box retailer. I don't think I'm allowed to say the name.
It was easy to install. Keeps my room cool.
make a little video here. So this is my new unit, but look at all the scratches. Look at this. It's all smudged and scratched. The blue wrap, they left a little blue wrap was on the side, so I know that even though it appeared to look brand new, and then in the back it looks new, I don't know, man. I think this might be a used unit. Look at that. It should be perfect. Anyway, all right.